The social studies consultants and English language development consultants at Oakland schools were reading through some recent research and found a really cool idea and project to support students with learning content and language development together. And this was through curating a suitcase around artifacts and social studies primary sources so that kids could engage in that kind of thinking and work together, learning their content and also their language at the same time.
I'm Molly Gale. I'm a social studies consultant at Oakland Schools. The Traveling Historical Suitcase is an actual suitcase that is filled with sources for students to analyze. So it has artifacts, documents, photos, maps, artwork, and in addition to those sources, there are lesson plans for teachers to help them engage students with the source work. And we really wanted to make sure that it was accessible to all learners. So we have included the document analysis sheets from the National Archives. They come in 2 different levels as well as 4 languages.
English learners really benefit from opportunities to engage with the actual item as they're learning around their language development. And in ELD world, we call this realia. Now, this strategy works really well in social studies because it is exactly what students who are turning into historical thinkers want to be doing as well. So actually engaging with the artifacts, studying those items and those pieces of evidence, interacting with those actual objects to develop their historical thinking skills, their speaking skills, and their listening skills.
The students were so engaged with these materials. There aren't too many opportunities for social studies lessons to be interactive and to have things for them to hold on to. And the nature of this lab was that they had artifacts, replicas, natural resources that they were able to hold. And I think that that was just so engaging to them because they don't typically have that opportunity. And they really just had a good time. I think that it really leads them to additional learning that could go deeper than what we had already just experienced in the lab.
I think the historical suitcase is so powerful for students because they are able to actually physically touch everything in front of them. Instead of looking at my smartboard and analyzing these sources, it is so powerful for so many of them to be able to look, touch, analyze in person what is a part of Michigan history.
I'm Eric. I'm in 3rd grade. I go to Beechview Elementary. I really love learning about history and like different ways and families who used it and how they used it and how important it was in the family. And I just really like learning about human history. I felt like history was like right there, and I felt like a historian. I could touch things and look at them and kind of study them in a way.
My name's Elizabeth. I go to Beechview Elementary and I'm in 3rd grade. I would say that it was fun to learn about stuff from a long time ago and that you got to explore more about it.
I'm Joshua. I go to Beechview Elementary and I'm in 3rd grade. I felt happy about it because I get to learn about new things and I don't always get to learn about that type of stuff. So I just was happy and glad to learn about it. And I felt like I am a historian and I get to do a whole bunch of cool stuff that some people don't have a chance to do.